We're standing.
We're standing
in the studio
upping
today.
the energy. I think when you sent me the message, I was thinking about it this morning. I was like, oh yeah, this would actually like change the energy. This is more psychological.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, like, let's quickly talk.
Let's get the energy up. Let's get the energy excited. And I think I saw the video of me standing in the last.
Yeah, it was very nice.
I was like,
that was the eye opener.
Oh, that was I forgot when I saw the video. I was like, oh, this was the.
And it was not like it was supposed to happen.
Yes, it wasn't supposed to happen. It wasn't supposed to
and
happen.
I think our faces are clearer like in the videos because everybody's like, where's Islamiyah? I'm here.
They're always asking.
I'm just little. I'm sorry.
So we appreciate those guys that came to pick
the chair. Well, it's good to have you join us this morning, Dr. Michael.
Thank you very
Happy last Tuesday of the month.
Awesome.
If you join us for the very first time, Tuesdays at this time is where we talk with Dr. Michael, and it's exactly what you think it is. It is therapy on the radio. We are really, really just talking about it as it's supposed to be. I mean, the last Tuesday of the month.
Where are you rushing to? That's
because we are standing.
Salami that is making me think of Friday, because that's when I'll see salami sweet. But between the last Tuesday of the month, we do lessons and gratitude points for the month of May. But before we get into that, this past few weeks, I have realized that talking to a few friends of mine, and just because I'm already in that that phase where people think of the work, what I can say to them as great. So like mentoring or just listening to some of my colleagues. And I observed that one language is repeatedly consistent with everyone I've been talking to in a couple of weeks now is the word overwhelmed. Everybody's saying they're overwhelmed. Mm-hmm. They're overwhelmed, And I'm thinking of when everyone is saying this, and it's regarding to where they are in terms of like what they can do with money now, and how much there's so much pressure, to achieve so much, to earn more. Mm-hmm. They are not able to pursue some goals because the money is not coming in. Mm-hmm. They're feeling overwhelmed. We're reading some of the most devastating stories on the papers every day now than it's a lot different now, because even when you're not reading devastating stories, you're hearing comments from politicians that you're like, this is very stupid to say, but because a politician is saying it, there are people behind the politicians clapping their hands and saying, well done, right done. And I'm like,
or even outside of the politician, just normal everyday people are also
being
more stupid,
displaying
a lot of stupidity.
I can imagine for a young Nigerian who, especially for people who work on radio, because this is the only industry where you work that people think you're a millionaire. Like you're literally I was talking to someone and I was shocked that they still earn less than 70,000 naira, and they are showing up about 4 to 5 times every day, every week. Yeah. And I was like, no, that can't be. I was like, no, now. I was very confident that they were above that, like they were way above that. When I was like, it's impossible. So it gave me a clearer understanding as to why they are unmotivated to do much more. Because I'm like, you can't do this, and I'm like, but at least you're guided with pay, and they're like, no, it's not as good as it looks. So we're seeing CEOs buying cars 200 million, but still have staff earning less than 70,000 naira. 70,000 naira is the minimum wage. Let's even start with that. But there are people still earning less than 70,000 naira. You think of that. You think of people who earn substantially okay, right? But their work they feel like they're not doing enough. And I made a video yesterday that because you can do more does not mean you're not doing enough. How do you talk to young people today who are feeling overwhelmed? We're seeing fraudsters living good life, quote unquote, good life, doing what money can do. Some people are not asking for too much. They're asking for just the basics, but they can't even afford that basic. Some couples are looking for apartments now, and then you're hearing you're a core member, they will not pay you at your PPA, but they expect you to come or show up on time. If not, they'll say you're on serious. But then the least you can get for a house, at least something manageable for your year, is between 400 and 800,000 naira. Yeah. That's what you must, for a room self-con, is between 400 and 800,000. That's what you most likely will get. Yeah. And then the PPA doesn't want to pay you. They expect you to survive on the 70,000 naira.
And you're not supposed to do a side hustle. You're not supposed to have, outside of the 70,000 naira. So how then do you make that work?
I'm like, there's just so much, some people have families that, that they know that they don't have. And they want to support family, but they can't support family because they themselves, they don't have enough for themselves. there's just that overwhelming atmosphere that is existing within the Nigerian ecosystem.
And to just add to it, it feels people. Like, now when people are doing more than one thing.
Samia had painted her hands. Yes. Is it for Ilea?
Yeah. And sometimes when you do even more than that one thing, and you're expecting that at least if this one does not work, the other one will work. There's a lot of, both of them are not working for like a lot of people. Like you're doing more, you're investing your energy and time in like different things, but at the same time, you're not seeing the results that you want to see. And for some people, they also still see, it's not even fraud guys now. They see people that are working in the same line of work as them, that are doing what they consider to be great work. And sometimes you are thinking about it that, I can do the work. So there's always that, but this thing that this person is doing, I know how to do it better. So now the knowing how to do it better does not really mean anything, because even if you know how to do it better, do you have the connections? Is it, so people will tell you, for example, we're talking about Cubana chief priest and something that he said, which is something that is very common, that some people will say that, you went, sorry, Oshibi, you went to school. Now, where's your Range Rover? Where's your Lamborghini? That's the question. Where's your money? I think Pella said something very similar to that too, that where's the money that you're making? So it's making people think that, why am I doing this work if people that are not doing this work, that are not doing honest work, are making money out of it? So all of that contributes, and you are seeing in real time how these things are playing. And you are seeing in real time how somebody bought a car from like a gig that they did. Somebody's buying 200 million naira car. You are there looking for 20 naira to add money that you use and buy sugar for Gary. Today you have 10K, tomorrow you don't have any money in your account. So there's a lot of. I was telling Dada that it's just a timely video that the comments you could see people under the comments, just talking about some of those things that they feel, and it's a conversation that I have with my friends from time to time as well. So really, how do we begin to like manage this? So what do you even say to people? Exactly. Well, how do you even if you're like you have friends and you want to talk to them to help them like get over what is happening right now, or is it a feeling that you just feel and you just have to learn how to like deal with it?
My current the current state of my life, in different aspects of my life, is as a result of the education I have given my mind over time.
I know, Dr. Michael.
I'm not talking about formal education.
I get it. I get it.
And as a matter of fact, formal education is, you are meant to draw the knowledge about you from the formal education. For example, you read soil science.
Yes.
And then you are one of the greatest on radio. Now, somebody will say, I'm one of the greatest on radio and I studied soil science. But there's a reason why you studied soil science and you finished it.
They didn't give him the course he wanted.
But at least he finished it.
Yeah.
There is a knowledge embedded within soil science that is about you. That's why I tell people you have not even drawn out the knowledge about you from your soil science. You're already thinking about master's program. You're already thinking about PhD.
You don't have your master's before 30.
The knowledge you got from the first one, you have not even drawn out the knowledge about yourself from, because there's a knowledge embedded within soil science that is talking about you. And you are the only one. It's for your eyes only.
Yeah.
And you are the only one that can see
that can unlock it.
And it affects your health, it affects your wealth, it affects your riches, it affects your finances, your marriage, every success and security. Islamiyah studied English. Literature. There's a knowledge embedded within literature that is about Islamiyah alone. So you will not want to now say, I'm on radio. I studied it. What have you been able to spend time to meditate on the course you studied in your school? If you look at Pella, if you look at Cubana, each person is just trying to boost his or her own experience and trying to educate his or her mind. What they are doing outside is what they do inside.
Absolutely.
They have educated their mind to the point of thinking that going to school does not matter, because they did not go to school. And they don't want to, because going to school now, you know that Pella even tried going to school, he did not. So what do you want him to do? He's going to, because our minds, the mind is gullible.
Yes.
So you can just
flip it.
So they are flipping their own mind to the one that favors them. What do you want them to do? They cannot go. You have gone. They cannot go. Or they can go, but it will be very challenging. You have gone. So flip your mind in the direction of formal education. You understand my point? So it's about the life challenges taking place in your life right now. If you respond to it, it will educate your mind about who you are.
Respond and not react.
when you just see your challenge, I say, hey, this one is even eliciting hey. That means that is the hey of your greatness. Everybody is great, but greatness is in levels.
Greatness is in level, absolutely.
We are not on the same level of greatness.
Absolutely.
So you don't have to now compare your own life challenge, because life challenges are personal. It has your name written on it. Make a choice today. Do you want to respond? Make your choice today to respond. To
the life
by
challenge.
Changing the way you look at the life challenge. This
To
life
say, what am I
challenge
learning
is
from
my
this?
friend.
What is he teaching me
This
about
life
me?
challenge is for me. It's not against me. It's coming to ask me to shed more light, more attention on the part of my life that if not for that life challenge, I would not
Could
have.
it be that a life challenge? Because I'm thinking about it and I'm asking myself various questions. I'm also thinking of the listener now.
And I'm very humble about this. I'm not trying to like belittle any life challenge.
Yes.
Life challenges are very funny, but you have to do it because life is a school.
Life is a school. People are going through different life challenges right now, and I'm thinking of what are they learning from that life challenge?
Right.
What is that life challenge trying to show them or teach them about themselves,
Right.
or maybe about where they are in life?
Right.
How do you make those decisions about the things you learned? So I'm thinking, question coming to my head is career path. People are saying, maybe I need to try something else.
Yeah.
Could this be what this life challenge is trying to teach me?
Yeah.
How do you know that
This is what is pointing you
because
towards.
a lot of I'm pro, don't tell your kids to become radio presenters. That's
Don't do radio, kids.
There are rich people on radio.
There are rich people on radio, to be fair. There are rich people on the radio. But I'm asking myself, don't start off doing radio, gather other skill sets around it, and then develop it. Because for the ecosystem in Nigeria is not written in a way. For you to make a lot more on radio, you have to like own other skills like marketing, like advertising, all those other skills. But if you just want to sit down by creating great work on the radio, if you're not in a forward-thinking organization, you would not move forward. That's what I mean by I don't encourage young kids to become radio presenters. Instead, I encourage them to be creators, cinematographers, videographers, storytellers, journalism. Those are the things I tell them to go and learn, instead of saying you want to talk on radio.
Why don't we say while you are in school, invest a lot in your personal development?
There is that.
Because if you invest a lot in your personal development while in school, and you don't say, oh, I'm just going to focus on literature, focus only on social science, by the time you are done, you discover that those who focused on those two aspects, immediately they finish school, they either ended up starting up their own organization immediately, or they wait a while.
Yes.
So there are two choices. It's either you focus on just what your parents sent you to
school to do,
and then
you develop yourself.
and then you now finish.
Yeah.
And then you have to go and do another 9 to 5 to be able to get you prepared for where you are eventually going to. Or you focus on that one, literature, social science, and then you now also focus on extracurricular stuff that are in alignment with your area of interest.
Yeah.
So that when you are done with school, you're already prepared. There's no need to go and you are understudying under Blast FM.
Technically,
that's what you are doing now. So that Blast FM can now prepare you for where you are going to. But if I have already done that, I will have, because it takes a lot of boldness to start Blast FM. To start an organization, it takes a lot of. So you need that confidence, and that confidence comes from preparation. So is it that I prepared while in school, or I have to use this period of understudy to prepare?
My question is, for people who are going through life challenges and are trying to make life-changing choices, are there specific questions they need to ask?
There's something called information management and mental health. You have to be able to learn how to process, analyze information.
How to process and analyze information.
And there's also gathering of information.
Gathering. So is it gathering, process,
processing,
analyze? So G, gathering, GPA.
And then execution.
GPA.
Every single day, the last 101 episode that we have been on there, a lot of information has been looking at us in the eye.
True.
The question is, have we positioned ourselves enough to gather them?
Oof.
Like today now, information will be coming. They always pursue us. We don't pursue them.
Yes.
The question is, am I well stationed enough to be able to identify them?
My dad would say, be awakened in your spirit.
So They always come later than center. When they are talking about Nigeria, don't follow them, don't join them. Nigeria is going somewhere. Me, I'm going to another place. I don't know when Nigeria will get there, but I know
where I'm going to, and
I have full control over there. But I'm going to also join them. I'm also going to join the discussion of helping to better Nigeria. But it's not as if I'm not going to join the discussion because my destiny relies on it. No, my destiny does not rely on the destiny of Nigeria.
Bam. Oh, you say our destiny does not rely on the destiny of Nigeria.
So if let's say, for example, people make up their mind to think contrary to something good, is either I leave Nigeria or I live in a place in Nigeria that is the safest. That is one of the two things that will happen.
We're getting to a point, sir, Doctor. So we just touched on security now, but we're getting to a place where we begin to navigate that ecosystem of, the Nigeria's destiny is not relating to us, and how, because I'm thinking of it as nobody's above the system.
Stop listening to social media posts or news that talks about insecurity.
But you have to stay abreast of what is happening.
It's even what you said about nobody being above the system.
When you get what's English now? When you get informed about what is happening, to what end is that?
But wouldn't that make you less empathetic?
Desensitized from
So you are empathetic. You have empathy, and you are already expressing. To what end is that? The people that are suffering, will they hear you?
Damn. That's it. That's the message I need to tell all the imams that are going to be preaching tomorrow and Thursday. That the people in Iran and Pakistan are not going to hear your prayers.
But if you pray about safety and security here in Nigeria for people in Iran, God would hear. You are praying to God. And then each of your word, your terror, you think thought Iran is safe. Iran is safe. The people there are enjoying themselves. That's a prayer.
Okay.
And then your emotions.
You say that for Nigeria too.
And you say that for Nigeria too. And then your emotions, I feel, you have to rehearse it first, because your mind has to see that you're already there in your mind before it gives you what you're asking for.
Your mind have to see that you're already there before it hands it over to you.
So before you have, it's not almost, it's the same thing.
Same as faith.
You cannot have, for you to have safety, your mind has to see that you are already in.
So
you have to start turning your terror towards safety. So you have a choice. Do you want to deal with the current situation? The current situation is saying otherwise.
Yeah.
Or do you want to have a revised situation that is talking about safety?
Wow.
And then you start listening to only news, information, social media that talks about safety. And if there is nobody talking about safety, can you just go and watch movies?
Damn.
You're not the chief security officer of your state. Voilà. You're not the one correcting security votes. You're not the chief security officer of Nigeria. So now that you have listened to all the news in the world, who is there to help you in your room now? You will now come and have sessions with Dr. Michaels, and you know how expensive Dr. Michaels is.
Dr. Michaels is not cheap.
Why don't you know how to do self-therapy for yourself and make sure that just scroll away. And then if you are on radio and you have to read this stuff,
yes,
you have to also be mindful of your listener. Try to present it in the best way possible. Like now, you said safe heaven. Even though you said there's no. And I like the way you said almost safe, no safe heaven. The word safe, the mind hears the word safe. It does not hear the word not. So when you are saying I shall not have, I don't want
I shall not lack.
Oh, I shall not perish.
The mind hears lack. The mind hears perish.
Instead of saying I prosper.
So why
don't you progress?
Why don't you go say I prosper?
Damn, why are you shouting I shall not lack?
Is it not prosperity that you want?
Is it not prosperity? Why are you focusing on poor? Why are you saying I want to be?
Because your mind will not hear not.
Yeah.
So if you are saying I will never be poor,
why are you saying it? Because your mind will hear. Now, for you to know, you need to check how you feel when you say I shall never be poor, and when you say I am rich. Check your feelings. You will discover that when you say I am rich, there's a kind of calmness. Your account may not
reflect it,
but you just go, you're just calm.
Your mind is different.
Is it not when you are calm that an idea about prosperity that will come to your mind?
Absolutely.
Is it not when you are calm that you start doing well in your work?
There was this series I watched. I can't remember the title, but there was a scene where there was chaos around the guy. The guy was in a state of calmness. And in the midst of that chaos, where there was chaos around him, he found a solution right in the middle of the chaos, because there was peace and calmness within him.
So the mind works when the mind works best when optimally when you are calm.
When you're
So
calm.
can we talk about how can I be calm instead of how to manage stress?
How can I be calm instead of how to manage stress?
Can we talk about calmness in the current situation of Nigeria? Instead of, let me tell you the truth. The truth is, when you say something that is non-positive, there's a kind of drama.
Yeah.
Everybody's there's tension. Everybody is. Where did that get your parent to? Where do you think it is going to get you to unless you change the direction from the one that your parent? Just listen to your parents. You will understand why they are where they are today.
Absolutely.
Listen to how they think. Look at their thought process. Look at their emotions. Look at their words. Look at their actions. Then you will know why they are where today.
Very few things really distinguishes people. Very, very, because sometimes people have the same opportunity, but it's just something very little that just separates the that's why I think it was Will Smith that said that the difference between 8 and 10, 8 over 10 and 10 over 10 it's not as little as that 9. It's not just between 8 and 9. Like that difference, it is you can be good to get 8. You need to be extremely, extremely good to become 10. And that's like something that people don't even realize, that you and someone are just the same people. But they have just the mindset of that individual is what changes them.
Is the difference.
How then, for parents who are raising children in today's Nigeria, who are trying to ensure that the mindset of their children is different from theirs, begin to position their children rightly to say what is right?
Children do well. Children observe. They learn from observation. You don't really need to sit them down like in an organized way. They just learn from you because they trust you the most. The first two people that a child gets to trust the most in life
is the parents.
Absolutely. So the fact that trust is there, it helps the assimilation a lot. They trust you more than their teachers. They trust you more than the governor because they don't know the governor. They don't live with the governor. They live with you. They came from you. They have your genetic makeup.
How you respond and react to things around you is what they finally become.
So so you have to make up your mind to do self-discovery, learn about the good, the non-good, and every other aspect of your life. That's where to start from, like learning about yourself. And that starts simply from, have you noticed that what ends up leading to success in life does not make sense? They sound very simple.
You ask yourself, like, this is what they had to do? Like, this was all they had to put in?
And then you now wonder, you listen to Dangote, how did you become successful? Just look around, look at what he's selling. And then you say, I've been doing that, but I'm not. But what about? But you are able to spend 20 billion in setting up refinery. My account. But the issue is that Dangote believes in the simple things. This other guy is looking for one complicated life lesson. So self-discovery starts from what's my favorite color?
What's my favorite?
And it doesn't take long, if you are very dedicated.
Figure out what
I think we should even have a special episode where we talk about some questions that you need to ask yourself when you're going through like self-discovery. Like, what are the questions that you need to ask, and how do you begin to provide answers to those questions? Because for some people, they draw blank whenever, like, even if somebody were to ask them the questions, they can't even answer. Not to talk of when they're the ones doing, like, how do you begin to answer? What are those questions? Maybe we should do a special
there's some people that feel is long. I would not lie. I think it took me 25 years to have a grasp.
Can you fully know who you are, or is it a gradual thing?
But that was without therapy. Now imagine with therapy. Therapy reduces it maybe to like 5 years.
Okay.
Now, if they ask somebody who is 40 years old to go to school, and he says, no, if I go to school, how many years is literature?
4 years.
4 years.
And if I go to school now to study literature, I'll finish by 44. 44 is too long ago.
You still be 44.
You're
still going to, the next 4 years still going to be 44.
Now, if you start self-discovery now, imagine where you will be by December. No, imagine where you will be tomorrow. You would have changed.
Because if you take time to ask as simple as what's my favorite color, and then you begin to think of all the colors, and then every time a color pops in your head, you most likely see why you don't like that color.
And it's like, when you open a file when you open a post on social media, similar posts are rushing after you.
Yes.
By the time you say, what's my favorite color? It's like typing what's my favorite color. Other files.
Yeah.
Yes.
Other questions that you're supposed to ask will start coming, and you won't be able to explain where are they coming from.
Absolutely.
So start today.
Let's get into it this morning. We started off with this because it's just the season where a lot of people have been shouting, they've been overwhelmed. If you want, there are two things you need to take from this conversation. This conversation is being recorded, and you can find it after today on Dr. Michael's Spotify account, which is at Dr. Michael's. Just Dr. Not at Dr. Michael. Dr. Michael's.
Spell the Michaels, because I was saying that some people spell their Michael with E first, and you're looking at me like, why are you staring at me? Yeah, some people spell their Michael with E first. Yes. So it's Dr. Michaels with Michaels.
Yes.
Find him.
And then what get people overwhelmed is two things. Number one, the information you listen to.
Yeah.
Number two, the people
that you listen to.
So people you are associated with and you spend your time with. So people recruitment. The quality of Blast FM's production and the height that Blast FM will ever get to is dependent on the people working there.
Oh. So it cannot grow beyond its people.
So you need to send all the people in your inner circle away and you know when a company buys another company, they send everybody away and then they ask them to reapply again.
So you just send everybody out of that.
You are a male.
Yeah.
You want to exude male energy.
Masculine.
You are a female. You want to exude female energy.
Yeah.
There are some unisex stuff.
Yeah.
Like air now, everybody has air. Everybody can plate air.
Yeah.
You understand? But there are some, like, because I just had a session with my clients and she has to throw away all her male jeans.
The ones they call the boyfriend
that's
jeans.
the most comfortable thing ever.
Yes. And you know, cholerics are more comfortable in anything that has to do with the other gender. So, you know, there are genes, there are feminine genes that show your pulse.
Even while they're still boyfriends.
Why don't you want to? Well, they are feminine. Well, they are feminine genes.
They're feminine. Yeah, feminine genes.
All you need to do is to check the way you feel when you wear this outfit, and then when you wear this outfit, because there are certain things affecting people's lives without them knowing.
Absolutely.
They are currently calling on God, but something is blocking it. Because they are exuding an energy that is contrary to what they desire. So you want to get to know yourself. It's a deep stuff.
Hallelujah, Charlie. When they will tell them to dress as
dress
you,
your miracle.
They are not joking.
They're not joking. Shout out to Nathaniel Bassi. All right, let's go.
Okay, number 2, faith pushes you towards what you desire.
Yeah.
It pushes you to taking actions needed to physically get what you want.
Yeah.
While the desire pulls what to desire towards you.
Yeah. So faith pushes us towards what we desire. It pushes us to taking actions that are in alignment with where we are going to. You will just know. Faith is an internal urge, a nudge that pushes. You won't be able to explain what is pushing you. So, have you ever heard of somebody saying, I don't even know why I'm doing this? I don't even know why I said what I said. I don't know. Something is pushing it. Is either faith or the opposite of faith, which is fear. So faith pushes you, makes you to take actions that you are not aware of towards where you are going to. And desire pulls. So faith pushes you, desire pulls what you want towards you. So you increase and your desire has to be a burning desire before it can work. But faith, a small amount of faith you don't need a big faith. A small faith is enough to push you. Interestingly, both of them come from information.
Yes. What information are you gathering?
So do you want to spend the whole day listening to, hey, no, there's a way news cycle repeats it like 5 times in a day. You are there. You listen the first time you heard it. The second time they met you on that say you heard it. Third time, is it your station? It's not your station. Can you change the channel and come back? You can change it, but you left it
just
there.
Also gather information.
So
that I have intellectual because there are people that believe that once you don't like,
are you a security officer? Are you
or you don't listen to politics that you're not maybe intelligent or something.
Yeah, there are good political news. There are very good ones.
They actually are.
Number 3, believing is a state where your mind sees what you desire as already being with you. It progresses to hope, and hope progresses to faith. Faith progresses to action or behavioral change needed for the physical manifestation of what you desire.
So there's an actual action you're supposed to take to get to success and security.
There's an actual action they're supposed to take
to help you to become safe and to help you to become successful. Those are the 2 positive preferred outcomes in life. Success in health, success in finances, success in marriage, in relationship, in friendship, success in different aspects. So there's health success, but there is also health security.
Yes.
There is financial security, which is wealth.
Yes.
There is marital security, because you're not you just don't want to be married. You want your marriage
to live forever.
And the way to get that action, so you are looking for that action. The way to get that action is believing.
Yeah. Somebody, talking about safety now. First time I heard this analysis, and we used that analogy I don't know how advertisers were able to use that for. So somebody was trying to deconstruct why we use the word safe sex and we refer to condoms, and they were trying to explain that the word safe sex doesn't come from does not refer to condom. Is in the ability to be with someone and feel safe with that person. That is what safe sex is.
It incorporates condom or any other sex, but it's not only that.
It's not just that. So that if you're with someone and you don't feel safe, then the sex you are going to have with that person can't be safe.
So when you are aligned with who you are, you will always be with the safest person.
When you align with who you are, you would always be with the safest person.
And in the safest situation. So you want to work on who you are and then feed yourself with the information about who you are. Then it moves from information to knowledge, from knowledge to wisdom, from wisdom to understanding, and then from understanding to believing. Once you believe, that's the
breakthrough.
Because hope will then so believing has to do with you accepting that a belief about what you desire is real and is true, even without seeing it physically. Do you understand what I'm saying? So can you start saying I am safe even when everybody around you is jumping up and down? Can you start?
What of in a situation where hope is dashed? You believe that something is going to be yours.
Hope is never dashed.
Hope is never dashed. What do you mean?
So people think they have hope, but they don't. Yes.
Dr.
There are 7
Michael.
steps to faith. I've said it before now.
Yes.
There is information, there is knowledge, there is wisdom, there is understanding, there is believing, there is hope, and there is faith. A lot of people have not gone through the process. There is mental assent, there is hope. Mental assent and hope are not the same thing. So hope is the immature version of faith. You cannot take an action if there is no faith. That is a positive action. Whatever positive action that you are taking, there is a faith power in it. You are just not aware of it. Hope cannot be dashed. Hope is very strong. The question is, do you truly have hope? What you claim to be hope, is it hope?
Truly hope?
Is it truly hope?
Always remember this as you meditate on that everything goes back to what you hear on TV, what you listen to on radio, and then what we also see on radio, and then what we hear around us.
Maybe that would say, that parents that watch a whole lot of those news and they say, we've been hoping that Nigeria will become a better place.
That's not hope.
And then now they have children.
Because if you look at their actions, you are hoping, and then your actions are not. You understand? You cannot say you have. You cannot say you have
with the hope that you have.
You cannot say you have hope. That's just English. You cannot say that you have hope, and then your
cannot
actions.
Want a better Nigeria and want Nigeria to be better, and you don't have your PVC, and you're not going out on election day to
Where's
vote.
That bell?
And then you now go out on election day, and then you are voting someone who is going to put you in more poverty.
I think you should,
because he's your
just
person.
like Dr. Michael said, you have to know.
A good Nigeria,
you have to know who you
vote for
are.
the person that you have investigated that you know.
No.
So you still goes back to
and
knowing
that is
who you are. Right?
That means that you are in a good state. That means that you have come to know who you are.
I think so.
Because
now
people
I
only
would say
vote
that
for
a
who
lot
are
of
like them.
A lot of people don't. Why we keep having like these situations, because there are a lot of people that have no idea who they are. So they don't have any idea.
I have to shake you now because you are going to vote for who is like you.
Who is like you? Hey,
so
we are like our daddies.
You understand my point?
Mirror.
That's why those people are always voting for those people.
No wonder our daddy told us that as we are slimming down, he's slimming down.
Yeah.
Hey.
So for me to be able to vote for the right person, I need to change first. That's when I'll be able to say, this person looks like me.
Ahmed, you do this one. I made you do
So
this
that helps. That will help a lot with voters' education.
Yeah.
It's not about the choice. The choice is like the action.
Yeah.
There's a
Let me
lot
change first.
before.
Help me to change. You will not even need to tell me who I should vote for again. I'll just go straight to that person that you have been saying I should vote for. So it goes beyond go for this person, vote for this person, vote for this person.
Information is really powerful, Dr.
Yeah,
Michael. It's very powerful. I'm thinking about this and my head is just exploding with things I'm thinking of. You think of how the Southwesterners, their ideology or the information they have about the Biafra war, and how that shapes their mind towards the Southeasterners. Yeah. You think of what happened between the Southeasterners and the Igbos, and that how shapes the Northerners' mind about the Southeasterners, and how that reflects towards how we think of candidates who show up from that region to run for office.
Definitely.
And knowing the true version of ourselves helps us to respond.
The true version of yourselves helps you to respond.
So Southwestern people understanding and knowing who they truly are will help them to respond to what happened during Biafra war.
Yeah.
The Southeastern people knowing who they truly are will help them to respond to what happened during the Accord. Was the Aburi Accord or was the Accord or whatever happened during the Biafra war?
I think if there's any region that discovered who they truly are, I think it would be the Southeasterners.
But their actions,
I think their actions have shown that they understood who they are, and that's the prime example of that would be the traders from the Southeasterners. Yeah. Because we remember after the Biafra where everything was taken away from them.
Yeah, and they were able to
build it back up.
You are right.
Yeah.
You are right. And I love them. But I think a lot more investment because there are still people there who still need to work on themselves. You understand? Looking at their choices, you know that they need to work more on themselves and hold on to their values together. As a community. The same thing happens to the North. For example, the North is the part of Nigeria that understands power. Absolutely. Give it to them. That's who they are. The Southwestern part is the part of Nigeria that understands education. Give it to them. The Southeastern part is the part of Nigeria that understands trade, business, economy. Imagine Southeastern part understanding that this is who we are and accepting it.
Instead of trying to fight it.
2017. He said,
and then trying to be like other people. You can never compete with the North when it comes to power. Politicking. That's who they are. Allow them to come to the table with that. Don't try to be like them. Don't try to be like the Southeastern people. You cannot you can compete with them, but you don't know how long. But the North can teach you.
Different regions.
The North can teach you power. Will you allow them to teach you, or you are still feeling like we are well educated? We know more about power. Education is not the same thing as politics.
A perfect example of the not understanding power. I would never forget the election that brought in Buhari into office. A few days to the election, there was a picture of Aliko Dangote with Goodluck Jonathan. The day the election results were announced, there was a picture of Muhammadu Buhari and Aliko Dangote together. I'm talking about the Southeast in terms of like the trade. Oshibajo went to Aba and he says, if we develop Aba, we'll have no business with China.
Yes. So can we start accepting who we are? The moment you know who you are, you accept it. The reason why you have not accepted is because you don't know who you are. Accept who you are. No, know who you are and you will accept it.
Know who you are and you accept it.
The question is, do you know who you are? What's the level of your knowledge? Because knowledge is in levels. Once you know who you are, there will be no competition.
Knowledge is in levels.
Once you know who you are, for example, if you have a program on radio and you know who you are, the program will reflect who you are. There's nobody else that has been like you, that is like you, and that will ever be like you. So you are going to have a program on radio that you whenever they think about that program, it's only you that they think about.
I was going to say earlier that is that not a problem that we are all different people from like different regions in the same so that increases the potential of Nigeria instead of each person standing on his or her own. But you know why it's not hindering us like right now?
No, it's because each component is yet to understand the power of knowledge, how it influences, how it ends up enriching our country and enriching that region. And then Southwest, imagine if they now know about politicking, which can only learn from the North. Imagine if Igbos can treat Yorubas how to trade. I know that Yorubas know how to trade, but the dimension of the Igbo people is higher. Can
the Aba system of the Southeastern system of apprenticeship Forbes, I think it was in 2015, regarded as the most effective way to transfer knowledge.
So give it to them. Don't even compete with them. That is who they are. Is within the genetic makeup of every Igbo person.
Yeah.
Look at the Yoruba person too. That's whatever it is that is about education is within the genetic makeup of Yoruba people. So the North you learn from the West about education. Don't say let us slow down. Slow down Nigeria for us. No. Let the southwestern part of Nigeria, which is who they are, let them challenge you about education. And then the North should challenge us about power.
Yeah.
The East should challenge us about trade. And Nigeria will become the biggest country in the whole world.
All right. And then the other minorities would also.
And then the other minorities too, they are also.
That's another thing.
Yeah.
The other minorities have to do because remember that during the war, so that was.
For example, Benue is the food basket of Nigeria. There's something about Benue and the Middle Belt that is about agriculture, which the whole country needs to learn from them.
They couldn't have been given that name if there was nothing significant about them.
And then there's also something about the South people.
Yeah.
They are very dogged. They have a strong will.
Strong will. Mad one.
All right, because of time, let's go to number 4. Love is no longer a mystery.
The question now is your maturity that will now help you to explain, to analyze the connection, and to know what to use that connection for. Because you can interpret it the right way and in the not right way. So why don't you marry a mature person, and you will not need to be checking the person's phones and then be doing up and all kinds of stuff.
Looking for a mature man, apply with him. Number 5. Number 5 says gratitude ahead of time about what you desire exposes your mind to a preferred future physical reality of it as it's happening now. It will eventually happen if you continue to express gratitude about it ahead of time.
Yes.
It's just about that believing. Gratitude is one of the shortest cuts to the mind is very malleable. It's one of the ways of flipping your mind towards thinking that you already have it. You are expressing gratitude for that I already have it. You are lying to your mind, or you know what you are doing.
Yes.
You are doing it intentionally.
Yes.
Once your mind believes that you are safe, sir, your mind will be pursuing you with information about how you can become safe. And it will be organizing actions, people coming towards you, supplying you anything that you need to become safe. Your own role is
it's literally one of the pictures in the studio that has like a plane.
And you want to travel out. And they explain in the studio
every single day.
I am not thinking about
flights are expensive. Lagos to London, 1.6 million.
Just sit down across that seat
and keep envisioning yourself.
While you're waiting for the guests.
Miami.
Yes, Miami.
Probably Miami. I'm thinking about
we
Miami.
really need to appreciate. Look at, you are a music studio person. Look at the drum.
My own is not there.
We want to appreciate Mr. Kelly and Dr. Ayefele. This studio is rich.
And that's how you begin to rework your mind about the things around you. You respond and not react.
And it takes a lot of courage.
It takes a lot of work.
To say the truth.
Lots of work.
So there's a note here that says believing is accepting a deep-seated belief formed by an idea of what you desire as being real or true already. It has to do with your mind and spirit. So
we have said it. So your mind needs to know that you're already there before it gives you the idea of how to get there. That's how the mind works. So the mind is always thinking about the outcome. Immediately you hear an information, the mind is always thinking about an outcome. What if you hear an information about real estate? Then the mind will give you an outcome, and then you pick the outcome, and then you keep on thinking about it. You don't give up on thinking about it, and then it will happen.
So once you start thinking about it, that's a sign. Like something keeps coming to your mind over and over again. There's something it's trying to tell you, and you have to figure that out.
So you ask yourself, what keeps coming to my mind? Is it in alignment with what I want? That means that you also need to know what you want. It has to be clear. Not about what somebody else wants me to want.
What do you want?
What do I want? And it takes a lot. Whiskey said it takes a lot to know what you want.
What are your dreams?
So what I'm just trying to say, there's a lot to do with yourself rather than burdening yourself about what is happening in that person's life. How is that person doing in life? Your table is so full.
Yeah.
I listened to the Overthinkers Conversations, a podcast that just started, and one of the guests they had on the podcast was, they said when things were really bad, the wife was like, well, some of our friends are using the Canada this thing to the PR this thing to travel. They need to start looking into it. And he told the wife that I have gold here. I have gold here. And he said it took about 4 months after I think maybe 4 or 5 months after, before he made his first client that paid them $10,000.
Wow.
And now today they own one of the biggest HR platforms in Nigeria.
Awesome.
One of the most successful.
And now they can travel anywhere.
And they can travel anywhere they want. Literally, the guy was like, he was saying some things subtly in that pod, like, oh, my parents are on salary. I'm like, my wife wants this, we're doing this with. I'm like, wow.
So
really
let's say sometimes when you are out with some certain people and maybe you are talking about doing something together, that thing does not work out. It's because you are not in alignment. It's not what you want, or it's not what they want. It's not what one of you wants. Is that why it doesn't work out?
First of all, you want to gather people who truly want what you want. That's number one thing. But to gather them, you need to know what you want.
Yeah.
Because when you know what you want, it sends a signal to your mind. Your mind now starts gathering people who are going to the same place.
I think somebody's thinking this.
Like
somebody's thinking
something.
Somebody's thinking what I'm about to ask.
Yeah.
What if they know what they want, but money is an hindrance?
No, money is never an hindrance. Money is currency.
Yeah.
It flows in a direction of energy, money energy. The question is, money energy is generated by thought, emotions, words, and action. I listen a lot to Dangote. If you check my TikTok account, I've been reposting. Imagine you are listening 20 billion. They are calling him to Tanzania, to Kenya, to come out. That's information about money. You have been hearing billion. Very soon you start talking about thousands. From thousands you start talking about millions.
Millions to billions.
You are just talking about it all.
Yes.
And then because you start talking about it, your mind already thinks you're already there.
Yeah.
And then you start. Say, I did not pray for this. So how did this one not come? It's not luck. You have been thinking about it based on information you have been listening to. So don't just put on your TV and just listen to anybody that comes. Don't give access to anybody into your consciousness, into your mind. Anyhow, check what they are saying. Is it in alignment with safety? Is it not safety that you want?
Like how people don't even think that there's something called free money. I can't remember the book.
There's free money now. People will just drop money to give you money.
People will just give you money.
Yeah.
And people think that is like, which is like, how do you, like, if you write.
Yeah.
And people are always trying to figure out how will it happen. It's none of your business to figure out how it will happen. Because nothing in life makes sense.
Okay.
Nothing in life makes sense, to be fair though.
Nothing in life. Check all the things that have worked in your life. Did they make sense? It did not. They did not. They don't make sense.
How did I do this?
So how your idea will become a reality is not going to make sense to you. So stop thinking about the mathematical process of how it will happen. Your own is you just want to load yourself with the information of what will happen, what you desire to happen.
Don't over worry.
Just keep loading, overwhelming yourself. I have safety. I have safety. My house is safe. The members of my family, they are safe.
Yes.
Nigeria is safe. Don't worry about if other people don't want to be safe. Nigeria is safe. I am safe. I am successful. I have health security. I am wealthy. You already know what wealth is. As you are doing that, then you will every other thing that aligns with that will start coming, and you won't be able to explain. There is nothing in your life that happened that you can be able to explain. Yes, that's why we ask people. I'm currently asking my clients to drop intelligence. Intelligence is figuring out the mathematical process behind it.
Yeah, but this is Nigeria. You have to.
Daniel,
plus.
Do you want to get to where your parents have not gotten to?
Yes.
You drop it. Why are you so proud?
Check the life of Dangote. Does Otedola look like somebody he's dropping $100 billion into the business of Dangote?
Yeah.
Does he look like somebody that can drop $100 billion? Whereas another person looks like somebody that can drop it.
But then they can't drop 10,000.
This guy does not look like it, and he has it.
Yes,
look at Dangote too.
Yeah.
Maybe just but you are. Do you want to make sense? And then nothing is happening, or you don't want to make sense and something is happening.
Wow.
Which one do you want? I want them
drop
to
your
know
intelligence.
who are you preparing. Let them know who is thinking about you.
I say drop it. Sorry about that.
Dr. Michael, thank you for today's motivation. It was a very wholesome conversation.
Thank you very much, you guys.
Happy last Tuesday of the month.
Happy Leah.
Happy Leah Islamiyah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Malik Salam.
Thank you very much.
But thanks to you guys too for opening up and helping other. I can imagine you say I'm hearing somebody, and that's how it starts. Obviously, somebody was thinking about it. Just because you guys are positioning yourselves to be a channel. When you shine light to other people, the light also comes
back to you. Yeah.
You also enjoy the light.
You enjoy the light too.
When water gets to pass through a pipe, the pipe also benefits from the
water. Pipe will get wet. Absolutely. Thank you, Dr. Michael.
Thank you so much.
Thanks to Blast FM too.
Yes, we will.
We'll see you in June.
See you in June.
Yeah.
Good morning.